Good morning. Welcome to my Mount Jaro journey, and my name is Chris. I am 60 years old. I'm the father of 3 young children, special ed teacher, entering my 60s here, the 4th quarter of life, and wanting to make this the best season of my life that I possibly can. And one of the ways I'm doing that is by really trying to optimize my health, and Mount Jaro is a big part of that journey right now. So I decided I'm just going to give you, I just weighed in. Right now I'm weighing in on Friday mornings, and I'm a little disappointed, and I've gained some weight this week. And it's not a total surprise. There were definitely some factors working against me this week. I was off Mount Jaro for a few days while I worked through, prescription refill difficulties. I'm on spring break. Like I said, I'm a teacher, but which is wonderful. And we did a little 3-day getaway. I had a great time, and the kids had a lot of fun. And if you're a parent, you understand if your kids are having fun, you're having fun, even if it's not an activity that you would do without the kids. Uh, if the kids are having a great time, I'm having a great time, and it's so fun to watch my 3 kids just enjoy being together and having so much fun together. And I really hope these are memories that they'll just cherish as they get older. And I'm really trying to do that, really give them beautiful memories. Not all kids get that. In some ways I didn't totally get that as a kid, so that's something I want to give my children. So a lot of beautiful things happened this week, and that's how life is. You make your choices, and sometimes I'm not able to keep a rigorous fitness diet regimen as I try to balance all these things in my life. Being gone for 3 days, didn't always do the extra measures to eat strictly according to the plan. But I want to quickly add, I didn't go crazy or anything. I had a big chocolate chunk cookie from Costco. That's 750 calories. That's something I normally wouldn't do. I had 1.5 Costco cheese pizza slice, and I wouldn't normally do that. But at the same time, that's not like the old days where I used to eat 3/4 of a pizza, So it was kind of like that, we went out for some meals, but I didn't just lose control and just gorge myself like the old days. And but the other thing is, I've just been kind of under the weather and not feeling great. I actually feel pretty good today. I think I finally have gotten rested up. But even though I was having fun with my kids, I really wasn't moving a lot. Almost not at all. So yeah, I have to admit, if I could sit down or lay down, I usually took advantage of that. So I'm feeling pretty good. I'm not back to 100%, but I'm definitely a lot better than I was. Really, the last couple weeks have just not been good physically for me. So not as much movement, not as many steps. Haven't been on the rower for a few days. Good news though is my practice of getting up and going straight on the rower at least 2 minutes and then see what happens. That's really working well for me. There's my daughter getting up. So that's a practice that's been successful. And so I'm really happy about that. But as far as my weight, I weighed in this morning. And so last Friday, I believe I was now I'm forgetting the numbers, but I think last Friday I was 240.2. And this week I was, oh shoot, now I'm forgetting, and it's on my phone. I can't really look at it. I believe this morning I was 243.1. Yeah, that's right. So I was up 2.9 pounds. So, I mean, it's not a disaster, but the thing is, I've been stuck in this low 240s. I'm not binging. I'm not like way overeating. I'm eating probably an average of 2,100 calories per day. On average, I'm burning 250 calories per day through steps and rowing and movement. So really, according to the math, my break-even point is like 2,700, 2,800 calories. So I should be losing like 2 pounds a week according to the math. And that math just is not delivering. So I think, it just appears for whatever reason, my metabolism is maybe a little slower. And if I'm going to lose some weight, I'm going to have to cut back a couple hundred more calories a day. Probably need to get in that 1,800 calories per day range, which is where it starts to get a little bit challenging. At 2,000, 2,100 calories a day, I eat comfortably. I am not really hungry for any extended period of time. I don't have to be ultra careful in order to stay within that. Once I get to 1,800 calories, that's where I'm really having to pinch those calories and really get thoughtful and very careful about things. There's not really much room for slipping up for me to do 1,800 calories per day. Then the other thing, now that I'm feeling better, I hope I can, and I'm getting into this, get on the rower first thing in the morning. If I can, I'm going to keep my 2-minute rule in place because that gets me on the rower. And it's establishing that habit. I'm working for the long term more than the short term. And I know building this habit long term is what's going to be transformational. But I'm just kind of planting the seed of being aware that if I could get over 10 minutes over the next week each morning, or at least several mornings, that would start to chip away at that calorie deficit as well. And then I guess the final good news is I was able to resolve the issues with the pharmacy and get on 10 milligrams. So I'll be reporting on how that 10 milligrams is working. And I'm hoping that's going to help me carve out a couple hundred more calories a day with a lower appetite. All right, well, that's the update for today. God bless. Take care of yourself, because if you don't, nobody else will. And I'll see you in the next one.